The Venezuelan people have been in this tunnel for about 25 years. And now I can see both the Venezuelan people and the Cuban people can see a light at the end of that tunnel. And this is the beginning of a process. This is not going to be easy. It's probably easier to arrest Nicolas Maduro than it is to convert Venezuela into the democracy that we want. But have no doubt that the day of a free and democratic Venezuela is close at hand.
Amen.
So what we have to do now is make sure that that we have a transition, that the current regime that's there, that's still holding on to power, understands that their days are numbered. Their days are numbered, just like Maduro's days were numbered. There are still some others there that are wanted by the United States government that we need to bring to justice because they have killed thousands and thousands of Americans. And so, you know, there's still a difficult road ahead, but I'm confident that with this president and with our Secretary of State and with our Secretary of War and this administration that we'll see that day, you know, fairly soon. And so I'm heartened also by the words that were spoken by the president yesterday, saying he's now turned his eye a little bit over to Cuba. And yeah, if you're shuddering a little bit, if you're a little bit scared in Cuba, I think you should be. Because the president doesn't say stuff just to say stuff. I mean, this is more than one occasion he's mentioned Cuba. Publicly and privately, he's mentioned Cuba. And he understands that the Cuban regime is at the weakest point it's been in a very, very long time. And then one of its allies, Venezuela, will no longer be an ally. And other allies in the region are going to understand that it's not a good idea to keep helping that communist regime that has been oppressing its people for over 60 years, that has been a thorn in the side of the United States and is a threat to our national interests. And so this president has now refocused his efforts, and rightly so, on our hemisphere. And for too long, we ignored our hemisphere. And we've allowed our adversaries, China, Russia, North Korea, Iran, to operate in our hemisphere to the detriment of the interests of the United States and its people. And this president will no longer tolerate that, and so I have to take my hat off to him. The road ahead is not clear, but the road ahead may have some detours there, will lead to freedom, democracy for the people of Venezuela, and I'm sure freedom and democracy to the people of Cuba and to the people of Nicaragua as well, and a new emphasis by the United States on maintaining democracy and peace in our hemisphere. Because the best way to guarantee peace is through democracy. And the best way to guarantee chaos is by allowing these dictators to operate and to deny basic human rights to its citizens in our own hemisphere. And so, again, my hat's off to the president. My hat's off to Marco Rubio, the secretary. I didn't get any applause. Hey, wow.
It only works for
yeah, maybe. Okay. Well, I think we're going to start a new pool game. It's called Marco Rubio, okay, and instead of Marco Polo, right?
Sounds like a
yeah, and so, but again, the great work and the great work of the administration, and obviously, none of this would happen without our great president, you know, Donald Trump. And so I'm super happy for that.
Spanish.
All right, and then I also have to mention my two colleagues, my two brothers brother and sister in arms, Representative Mario Diaz-Balart, who couldn't be here, and also Maria Salazar, who also couldn't be here. And let me tell you that their work in the House has a lot to do with what's going on right now. And again, I couldn't be prouder of them. They couldn't be prouder of our president. And we're going to continue to support our president and his efforts in our hemisphere to bring freedom, democracy to the people of our hemisphere. So now I'm going to say a couple words in Spanish. Le doy las gracias al senador Scott y la senadora